Hi, I'm Mike from South Perth Chiropractic Centre. I'm here today to talk to you about core stability. Core stability is one of the most important aspects you can think about when it comes to back issues. Not only does it stabilise people's spine, particularly if they have instability, but it also takes the pressure off the joints, which are vulnerable particularly over time and prone to degenerative change. It also improves your performance no matter which sport you're involved in, and it also has other side effects which improve things like incontinence. Now, there are three main groups of muscles when we're talking about core stability. The first is called the pelvic floor muscles, and they're these muscles that underneath here that go around the underneath of the pelvic brim. There's also the lower abdominal muscles just here, particularly the transverse abdominis, and there's also a third group called the multifidi, which are back here in the lower back in particular, and those are what we're going to be working on. I'm going to be showing you three short videos on each of those. It's very important that you get this right and don't try and run before you can walk. Otherwise you'll be wasting all your time doing exercises which will advance you to without getting it right. Now, the first group we're going to talk to you about is the pelvic floor muscles, the ones that live under here. And the easiest way we find for people to get the gist of how to do that is when you're going to the toilet and you're urinating, I want you to try and stop that urination midstream. You can just imagine it and just suck those muscles in that contract the urethra. So while you're doing that, you'll notice there's either a lifting up of those muscles, or some people notice a drawing together of the muscles. Now, when I say that, you must be very specific about this. Another thing that can be confused with is drawing your butt cheeks together. You do not want those big gluteal muscles contracted at all. It's very important to isolate only this pelvic floor muscles under here. Many people, in an effort to prevent you contracting the big muscles, say only do this lightly. Well, as we advance through these three exercises, you're going to find that you're going to get more benefit from contracting them firmly, particularly when we get to the third one, but you must isolate it and not have the big muscles involved. At the end of the day, a little bit of practice and you can do it just while you're breathing normally. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can breathe in, you can talk, you can move, you can do everything whilst they're contracted. It's just a little bit of practice. There are a number of suggestions as to how often, for how long you need to contract these muscles to achieve a result. There was an excellent study done which they came up with this magical number of 6. What we mean by that is we'd like you to contract those muscles and hold them contracted for a period of 6 seconds. Now, a lot of you, when you first start this, you might feel them contract, but then 3 seconds into that you are unsure whether you've actually got them contracted. And you think, oh dear, have I got the right muscles? Just contract a little bit firmer without squeezing those butt cheeks and you'll notice that they're there. Practice this for 6 seconds and repeat that. Have a rest, but repeat for 6 seconds, repeat 6 seconds, repeat 6 seconds. Do that 6 times. And through the day, what we want to do is repeat that 6 groups of the 6. So 36 times a day you're going to be contracting those pelvic floor muscles. You may have to build up to this. Now, another thing is, there's 2 things that come up for that. One is being able to remember, and I'm a big fan of leaving notes on the back of toilet doors, perhaps in the car somewhere. Whenever you go through a red light, you might want to remember to go through a routine of holding those muscles for 6 seconds 6 times. Studies show that doing more than that is often superfluous, and doing less than that is not getting you the desired result. We take you a little further in the next exercises to improve that.